Fire signs. What's going on, fire signs? How you doing, fire signs? I hope that this reading finds you good health and spirit. It's yours truly, Sabrina, and this is Rainbow Warrior Tarot. And I'm gonna be giving your lovers weekly check-in, tap-in reading. And of course, it's for the fire signs. That's gonna be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Today's date is June the 3rd. The time that I have here in Houston, Texas is 1:59 a.m. This reading is going to be good from June the 3rd through the 10th, 2024. Now, this reading is only for lovers, okay? So, if you've been broke up, you might be broke up for a couple of days, a week, up to a month. Now, if you're here for someone that you haven't seen in a year or haven't had contact, with this person, then this is not the reading for you. This is for people that have had contact situation with someone else, okay? And like I said, this is a general reading. Please take what resonates, leave the rest here, and it might resonate with someone else. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get 3 of these cards right, and then we're gonna get clarification with my mini Rider-Waite, and we're gonna do something a little different. At the end of the reading, when we know what the situation is here, we're gonna pull out the pentagram and we're gonna ask a yes or no question, and that will end the reading. So let's go ahead and, one wanted to come out, but we're not gonna take that because it didn't hit the table or the floor. So let's go ahead and give it some shuffles, and we're gonna get right into it. So, you notice I like to do them in 3s. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 is a very strong number. 3 is my lucky number. But 3 can be a lucky number for anybody. It's 2, so let's do it one more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So let's see. Universe, can the fire signs? It's too many cards. We're still not going to accept them, okay? Because we won't be accepting them. There's just too many cards, and I just don't feel like it's right. But if they come out again, then hey, it's meant for it. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, here we go. Universe. Okay, you did get your first card. This is the first one, so we're going to put it here and get all 3, and then we'll read from them. So, Universe, can the fire signs get their second card? This is the second card right here. I do feel like there is some broken upness, I'm going to call it, some separation here with the fire signs. I can see that already. I feel it too. So I think some people want to know, are y'all going to get back together? We're going to have to see. We'll ask the pentagram, yes or no, at the very end, but we'll see more about the situation. Okay. So I was going to get that one out, but it did not hit the table or the floor. So, that one flew out. So this is the third card. Okay. Oh my God. Oh. So the first card says, the beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So this is the first one. Only time will tell. So I think that there is a feminine energy here who's doing more of the thinking for both of the relationship. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, female, man on man, tranny on tranny, it don't matter. It's all here. Hermaphrodite, don't matter, okay? So, the past is now behind you. Release it, embrace it. New possibilities, a new push is now available to you. Follow it with the faith, okay? So, like I was saying, I do believe there is some separation, but I also feel that one of the parties is putting in more than the other. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you have someone that's not putting in the same thing like you here watching, then the relationship's not gonna, work out. Because when one party puts in more than the other, then that can lead to the other party that's not putting in to cheating. And and a lot of times when they do that is because they're not stable in their emotions, okay? So they would have to do a lot of work, or you need to do a lot of work before you can be in a relationship. So it can be them or it can be y'all that's not putting in the same, energy into it. But I think you here watching, you're putting in all the energy because you're here and you're trying to get an understanding in this situation, okay? So let's go ahead and get more clarifications, for these cards at hand that did come out. So let's give it a good shuffle. Okay, we gotta shuffle down. So, universe, can a fire sign? Okay, did get your first. A new beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. You did get a major arcana, which is the Magician. You know what I mean? It's all about manifesting, okay? You can manifest a new relationship. If you come from a broken situation in your past and it leads you to cheating, or your partner, they have a lot of manifestations they need to work on so they can manifest, okay? Well, let's put that down and we're gonna keep it going. I did get the King of Pentacles, which is upside down. So like I was saying, if you can't let go of the pain, you or them or y'all together, because I do believe that when two people are together, they're one. Okay, but if one is not putting in, then it can mess up the relationship and it can mess up that money that's supposed to come in or just good energy. So that's why I see it's upside down. So I know that there's one side of the relationship putting in more energy, and I do feel like it's you who's watching now that is putting in the most energy. Okay, so final first. Give me 1 second. Final clarification for the new beginning. The High Priestess, okay? So you got a High Priestess for the final clarification, okay? The Priestess is someone that goes inside and does the work, okay? They can be a magician because they can manifest too. So I do see that there's a man and woman here that can work together, right? But it has to take both. It can't just be one, like I said. And when it both comes together, man and woman, man and man, woman and woman, tranny, man, tranny and woman, tranny and tranny, hermaphrodite with either one of them. It has to take both. So y'all both, so the one that's, watching right now won't be worrying at night, because this is the anxiety card. This is someone that stays up at night and, has anxiety. But you want it to be upside down because you wanna find somebody that works with you, or you need to talk to your partner and see what's up. And if they're not gonna work with you, then hey, you know what that means? You gotta get up out of it. You gotta heal yourself, and then you gotta find someone that's gonna be willing to work with you, okay? So, first card, only time will tell. It is the Ten of Pentacles. So like I said, I do feel like if you speak to your behalf and let them know what's going on, I do feel like that they will be willing to come around the corner. But for the partner, you're gonna have to really search into the history of the family. You know what I mean? I think you've gotten hints that he didn't come from a too good background. I also hear people here that are watching, you're dealing with someone that was adopted. So when you're dealing with someone that's adopted, chances are when they come from, if they make it to a family that adopts them, I also feel a few people here have gotten into a relationship with someone that has went from home to home. So usually when they go home to home, I also feel that they were sexually abused as a child. So that's going on here. And I see a very few here that never did get into a family. So they pretty much just stayed in the system. which is CPS. And I don't know if you hear the horror stories that go on there. So, but either way it goes, you know, it happens. You know, it happens. And, you know, when they don't get adopted out, it's real hard, right? So there's a lot of pain that your other half that goes through. And you're going to have to talk to them and see. I do feel like if y'all come together and work on it, this is something y'all going to push through. This is the Ten of Wands is right side up. And if you can see, the man is handling the challenge. You know, if it was upside down, then you wouldn't be able, or y'all wouldn't be able to get through it, okay? So it's going to take some work. Universe, you got your final clarification for the second card. It did come out on the side. It is the World, okay? So I do feel like the World is for both sides, you know what I mean? But it's gonna take two people. It can't just be one, just like I said. So I do see it happening here. But y'all all have to work on it. And if y'all do work on it, I see marriage, because the Hierophant is on the bottom of the card, right? So to me, that's marriage. That's what I see. So yeah, you know, I'm not saying people who come from a rough background can't be good people. They just got to get a lot of healing on and a lot of therapy, a lot of psychiatric work. You know, that's, you know, what's necessary for this relationship to move forward, okay? So the past is now behind you. Release and embrace the new possibility, a new path now available to you. Follow it with faith. So universe, can we get more information about the third card here? You did get a card. That is the Seven of Cups. So you have to put the confusion behind you, or they have to. But because y'all are one, the both have to do it. So it has to take work, because I do feel like there's a lot of confusion. And you know, the ones that are adopted, you know, they go through a lot of stuff. Because this is another thing I have to say, and I'm not trying to judge nobody, okay? Now, when people are adopted or they're in the system, right? They don't actually know who their birth parents are, mother or father. So those kind of people are real broken. You know, and like I said, I'm not trying to be ugly, because I know you know, it may sound like I am, but I'm telling the truth, because you need to understand. You watching right here, you have to understand what you're dealing with right here. This is somebody has never and don't know who their real biological parents are. When they don't know who they are, then they're just like a lost soul, okay? And when you're a lost soul, you can cheat. You can go and put your energy here and there. And that's confusion. You know, that's the confusion card, right? So, you know, there's going to be a lot of work from here, okay? It's going to take a lot of work. But I do see it possible, and I do see it happening, okay? Final clarification for the third card. 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 Okay, we did get it. So, turn this. So, the Queen of Cups. Okay. So, when I think of the Queen of Cups, I think of both. Because if you look on the very top of the head of where the woman's sitting, there's two angels there. You know what I mean? There's even a third on the bottom. So I also do feel that you're dealing with someone that comes from, we already talked about where he comes from. So he deals with a third party. And that third party is not a good one. Because if you could see where the lady is sitting, there's two people. That's you and your half. But if you see on the bottom, there's another one on the bottom, right? So this one on the bottom loves getting in the way of y'all. And I think you know what I'm talking about, because this person has popped in and tried to throw it in your face that they're there and they're not going nowhere. But the problem with this person is on the bottom, that's right here, they do drugs. They do drugs, they do alcohol, and they have the tendency to drag your person down. You know what I mean? So the person that you're talking to has to do a lot of work. They have to let go of the pain, but not just the pain, but the person that drags them down. Okay? So like I said, there's going to have to be some talking here. And if this person that you're dealing with wants to keep on going on with them shenanigans, then you need to let them go, because you're wasting your time. And then you got this third person that they're seeing on the slick playing in your face, and that's not cute, okay? But if this person can do the work and get rid of that third person that just be dragging them into drugs and alcohol, I do see on the very bottom of the card the Three of Swords, which is upside down. Then the heartbreak will end. You know what I mean? But you gotta talk to them, and they gotta be willing to do it, okay? So the question here for the pentagram is, will your half, see, I already see it going around in a circle, so hold on, pentagram, hold on. Let's get the whole question out. So the question here, will your half be able to let that past go, get away from this third party that drags them into drugs and stuff? And that is the question. Will y'all be able to move forward if y'all do the work? So pentagram, the question that I have for you, the collective here, which is the fire sign, will they be able to move forward with the person that is suffering from pain from the past? Will they be able to let go of that third party that keeps dragging them into drugs and alcohol? So pentagram, a yes or no? Yes or no? Well, the pentagram is saying no. So my advice to you, fire signs, is to have a talk. And you see that it's still now. It already answered. So it's saying no. So I think you know that this person may not be able to, do the work. You know what I mean? Because they're not able to let that past go. So if they're not able to let that past go, they're going to keep dealing with this third party. And this third party has a strong hold on them. And I'm sorry, fire signs, the pentagram does not agree with this person. So you might have to let them go. Sometimes when the universe will send us obstacles to see if we can get through them, right? And if we can get through them, then we have other people that come into our lives. So my advice to you, fire signs, ask this person what they're going to do. Are they going to try to work on it? But I have a feeling that they're going to be honest and be like, hey, I'd rather just go back to the third party. And he does, that's his problem. If he wants to be in the gutter, she wants to be in the gutter, then let them be in the gutter, honey. And don't let them drag you into the gutter, okay? So I'm going to leave the reading here, fire signs. So you can come back. It was a pleasure having you here. It'll be a pleasure to see you next week. And once again, I'm Sabrina, and this is Rainbow Warrior Tarot. May the universe be with you, and I'll catch you next time, okay? Thank you. Bye.